이렇게 귀한 설 연휴에 검은 수녀들과 함께 해주신
Lovely viewers, welcome back to your favorite space where fairy tales come to life, where dreams are stitched together with golden threads of reality, and where the heartbeat of love echoes louder than anything else on the internet. If you're here right now, then you already know this isn't just any update. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. After weeks of quiet whispers, emotional family photos, and jaw-dropping glimpses into their life as new parents, Song Hye Kyo has finally revealed the name of her baby with Lee Min-ho. And let's just say, fans around the world are completely and utterly obsessed with it. Yes, it's official. The Queen of Grace, the icon of timeless beauty, and now a glowing mother, has finally spoken the name that has been held so close to her heart since the moment her baby entered the world. And how did she do it? Not with a press release. Not through a tabloid leak. Not with flashy headlines or a staged video. Well, she did it in the most Song Hye Kyo way possible. Softly, emotionally, and with a message that left millions of hearts absolutely breathless. It started with a handwritten letter posted on her private family fan page. The one she and Lee Min-ho had quietly launched just for their most loyal fans. The letter was written in her signature elegant script, on cream-colored stationery with gentle floral borders. The image was scanned and uploaded with no caption, no emojis, just pure, raw, heartfelt truth. In the letter she wrote, "To all the beautiful souls who have walked this journey with us, thank you for waiting so patiently, so lovingly. Today, I want to finally share the name of the light who now fills our world." And then right there, between the sighs and gasps of every fan reading it, she wrote the name, Hone. Let it sink in, lovely hearts. 2 soft syllables. So delicate yet so powerful. So simple yet deeply meaningful. Now, for those who don't know, Hone in Korean carries a profoundly spiritual and emotional weight. Ha can mean greatness or summer, depending on the context, while Un is often translated as grace, kindness, or favor. Put together, Hone can be interpreted as great grace, or kindness as vast as the summer sky. And isn't that just perfect? As soon as the name hit the screen, fans completely lost it. Social media exploded. Hashtags like hashtag #HoneBaby, hashtag #MiniMinho, hashtag Grace like Hye Kyo, and hashtag Little Star Hone trended worldwide within minutes. Fan art began pouring in. Edits, videos, lullaby remixes. Yes, someone even turned the name Hone into a soft piano instrumental that's now making people cry across platforms. One fan commented, "Just when I thought I couldn't fall more in love with this family, Song Hye Kyo gives us Hone. My heart is ruined in the most beautiful way." Another wrote, "Hone sounds like poetry. Sounds like sunrise over mountains. Sounds like everything pure and perfect. I'm obsessed." And of course, fan theories began flying. Was the name inspired by a poem? A character from a favorite book? A combination of both their personalities? One theory claims Hone might be a tribute to Song Hye Kyo's grandmother, who was a poet and often signed letters using the character Un. Another theory says Lee Min-ho once mentioned in a 2017 interview that he loved the name Ha for a future daughter. But the truth is, we may never know the full story behind the name. And maybe that's the magic of it. Because Hone already feels like she belongs to the stars. Like she's more than a name, she's a feeling. A whisper of all things warm and healing. And here's the part that will really make you melt, lovely viewers. Later that evening, after the letter was released, Song Hye Kyo posted a short video. It was only 15 seconds. No music. Just a softly lit clip of her gently rocking her daughter in her arms. The baby's face wasn't shown, but her tiny hand was visible, clutching her mother's finger. As the camera panned slightly upward, we saw it, stitched into the baby's pink swaddle blanket, in golden embroidery. "Hone, you are our forever." The world froze. Because that was the moment fans knew. This wasn't just an update. This was history. A new chapter. The gentle, powerful introduction of someone who already feels like the soul of something greater. Lee Min-ho later posted a black and white photo of Hone's tiny footprints, captioned simply, "My daughter." Welcome to the world, little light. And with that, the internet collectively lost all composure. The post was shared over 7 million times in under 12 hours. Celebrities, fans, and even global news outlets joined in celebrating the beautiful reveal. You see, lovely viewers, this isn't just about a celebrity baby name. This is about what that name represents. Hoon is the healing so many of us needed. She is proof that love stories don't end, they evolve. She is the beginning of a new generation of hope, grace, and depth. And above all, she is the dream we all believed in, coming true before our eyes. So yes, we are obsessed with the name, with the moment, with this beautiful, soft, breathtaking little soul named Hoon. And to Song Hye Kyo and Lee Min-ho, we thank you. Not just for sharing her name, but for allowing us to feel like part of your journey. For turning your real-life love story into a shared celebration. For giving us something to hold on to in a world that often forgets how to pause and feel. Now tell me, lovely hearts, what does the name Hoon make you feel? Does it remind you of the ocean? A quiet sunrise? That one moment in your life when everything just made sense? In Korean, the name Hoon holds a meaning that lingers softly in the air like a prayer. Ha can mean grace, and Un often translates to kindness or silver. But when spoken together, Hoon, it carries something even more profound. A sense of divine grace, of a soul sent gently into this world, wrapped in purity and blessed with warmth. And when Song Hye Kyo chose that name for her daughter, she didn't just give her a label, she gifted her a story. The reaction was immediate. Fans all over the world, especially those who had waited patiently for this precious update, were overwhelmed. Some cried openly while watching the name reveal on fan-made tribute videos. Others created art, wrote poems, composed lullabies, or even updated their own baby name lists, hoping to capture a sliver of that beauty in their own families. And then something magical began to happen. The hashtag Baby Hoon began trending globally within minutes. Artists from Korea, the Philippines, Indonesia, Nigeria, the US, and even Brazil began creating soft illustrations of what they imagined Baby Hoon might look like. Always wrapped in warmth, always surrounded by light. Fans began sharing the name across every corner of the internet as if she were already part of their lives. Parents sent messages to Song Hye Kyo, thanking her for choosing such a timeless, meaningful name. But there was more. Something far deeper than the noise of social media or trending hashtags. The name Hoon awakened something in people. A gentle reminder of hope, of renewal, of grace returning after hardship. And the fact that it came from a couple whose love had bloomed so quietly, so resiliently, made it all the more emotional. Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo were not just celebrating a baby. They were celebrating redemption, healing, and rebirth. And now that healing had a name. In an unexpected move, Song Hye Kyo posted a short voice memo on their shared fan page the next day. The audio was soft, recorded in what sounded like a nursery filled with birdsong and wind chimes. You could hear the faint cooing of the baby in the background. And then her voice, delicate, smiling, a little emotional. We chose the name Hoon before she was even born. We didn't know if she'd be a boy or girl at the time, but this name came to us in the quiet. One morning, Lee Min-ho was playing guitar, and I was watching the sunrise. He looked at me and said, "Whatever comes, we'll meet it with grace." That's when we knew. Her name would be Hoon. That voice message was only 20 seconds long, but to fans it was eternal. People began writing open letters to baby Hoon. Some printed her name in different languages and made art books. An elementary school in Daegu organized a class activity where children drew their own versions of Hoon's world, full of gardens, butterflies, and peaceful skies. One little girl wrote in her project, "I think Hoon is a star that fell down to give her mommy and daddy more smiles." Even celebrities joined the celebration quietly. Park Shin-hye sent a handwritten letter to Song Hye Kyo, welcoming Hoon into the world with a poem. Kim Soo-hyun reportedly sent a bouquet made of soft baby socks, each pair embroidered with the letter H. Even Gong-yu, known for his reserved nature, was seen smiling widely when asked about the name reveal during a press interview. he simply replied, "Beautiful name, beautiful family." Lee Min-ho himself remained quiet at first, letting Hye Kyo share the spotlight of this precious moment. But then, a few nights later, he posted a candid photo on their private fan account. The picture was of him holding baby Hoon close to his chest, her tiny fingers gripping his thumb tightly. The caption read only one thing: "My daughter Hoon, you are my sunrise." Viewers, are you crying yet? 'Cause we are. Loudly crying face. And the way fans responded to that post, it was unlike anything seen in recent memory. Thousands of fan pages reposted the image with their own messages of congratulations. One fan from Malaysia wrote, "I don't have a daughter yet, but when I do, I want to love her like Lee Min-ho loves Hoon." Another wrote, "Hoon may be just born, but she's already teaching millions what grace looks like." And then came the part that no one saw coming. Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo announced that they were working on a small children's book inspired by Hoon's name and her arrival into the world. The story, titled The Light That Chose Us, is said to be written as a letter from a father to his newborn daughter, telling her about how she came from the stars to remind her parents of love, peace, and gentle beginnings. The book will be illustrated by some of South Korea's most beloved watercolor artists, and a portion of all sales will go to charities that support single mothers and underprivileged children. The reaction: absolute astonishment. One fan tweeted, "They gave us a name, and now they're giving the world a story. They are not just celebrities, they are dreamers and healers." And perhaps the most touching part of this chapter, Song Hye Kyo's handwritten letter closed with a simple but emotional thought. One day, Hoon will read all this. She'll see how the world met her with open arms. She'll see that long before she could speak, she was already deeply loved. And that is the world we hope she'll grow up in. A world that loves gently like her name. Lovely viewers, are your hearts still holding on? Because ours are overflowing. The journey has just begun. The name has been revealed, yes. But what that name is inspiring across the globe is still unfolding. From lullabies to letters, from drawings to daydreams, Hoon has become more than a baby girl. She's become a gentle breeze in a noisy world. Soft light in dark places. A message that sometimes, when the world feels too heavy, a child's name whispered with love can lift it all again. So tell us in the comments, what does the name Hoon make you feel? What message would you send to this precious little soul? Would you name your child Hoon too? And what would you say if you could hold her hand, even for a moment? We'll be reading all your thoughts, and we know the proud parents are watching too. Stay tuned, because the next chapter in the lives of Lee Min-ho, Song Hye Kyo, and baby Hoon is just around the corner, and we'll be here to walk it with you every beautiful step of the way. Sparkling heart.